Hey guys, welcome back to another video.
So today we're going to do something different. It's going to be kind of like a podcast. But we're going to talk about being young new parents.
Young new parents, yeah.
And how it changes you physically, mentally,
emotionally,
like everything.
Spiritually.
Yeah, but also the good and the benefits and everything.
Financially.
He's still going on.
How did we find out that you were pregnant?
So in this video, I'm gonna try to relate to like our life and then like what other moms go through, that not even just moms, like dads, moms, pets, even like what we all go through. But I'm gonna like try to bring it into like our lives to make it a little bit more relatable.
Almost a year ago, exactly.
Yeah.
She was feeling very dizzy and all this stuff, and we scheduled a doctor's appointment for her to see if she had like vertigo or something, because she was just feeling really dizzy and nauseous all the time. And then
Alright, so I didn't know I was pregnant. Well, because I feel like I have to say it. We wanted to get pregnant, but I was just like, you know what, I'm never gonna get pregnant, so whatever, that was the last thing on my mind. And I actually remember I went to Panera with Lucy. I was so dizzy. I remember telling one of my friends, I'm like, I feel so dizzy right now. And she was like, no. Like everyone thought I was going crazy, like, oh, maybe you're just dehydrated. Mario was like,
I have vertigo.
Yeah, he was scaring me saying like I had vertigo. But
My
yeah.
mom said that.
Yeah, your mom said that.
My mom said that you're probably low in iron.
My mom thought, again, that I was anemic.
Yeah, so they didn't really know what was wrong with her, so they ended up doing blood work.
But yeah, then we got a phone call and I was pregnant.
And we were just like on the ride home before the phone call, we were just like, I wonder what it is.
Yeah. After we found out, I was so sad to tell Vincent. I don't know, I felt bad. Like he was literally our baby, and like dogs are so cute. And Vincent too, like he was our first other little human that was living with us. So I don't know, I felt like telling him, like I didn't want him to feel like he'd be left out or any of that. And look, now he's not, because he's still here. He's even in the video. So how'd you feel, Mars?
I was excited. I was crying. Remember, I was emotional.
Yeah, he was crying. Was I crying? No, right?
Not really. I was at first.
I was in shock. I literally dropped the phone. Like, what?
Yeah, that first day I was emotional, and then like after it was just really like you were scared.
Mm-hmm.
You're really scared. I don't know why were you scared?
Like it didn't hit me until on my way home, like late at night. I was just crying in the car. Just because, I don't know if it was like excitement, I definitely was like anxious. Like, I'm like, first of all, how is a baby gonna come out from down there? Second, like, this is like me and Mario's little baby. Like, I don't know, you wanna be like have like a nice family. There's so many emotions, and like it finally hit me.
Yeah. I wasn't really too scared, mainly because we were on our own. We were financially stable. We we moved out very young. Yeah, we've been dating for what, 6 years? That's when we found out. So it was just, we were ready.
I think that's why too, like even though I was scared, like the whole thing that like something is growing in my stomach, that was like a little freaky. But then again, like what Mario said, like we were stable, like we've been dating for a while, like this was like a next step that like we wanted to take.
How was your pregnancy? Was it a lot of morning sickness?
Okay, this is so weird, but actually no, I had the best pregnancy ever. Like if I could do it again, I would do it and do it and do it. Mariana was such a good baby, and she's still a good baby. I didn't have morning sickness, but you know what I had that was so weird?
A lot of saliva.
I had a lot of saliva. Like, it's kind of gross. I was always spitting in a cup.
Yeah, it grossed me out.
So I was working with kids, so I always had like a cold. So that was annoying. And I had like 2 sinus infections pregnant. So I never really had morning sickness. I was just like always had a cold. I was always sick. How'd you feel though, like when you saw my body changing?
It was different. I was sort of used to it. You know, like after labor, I wasn't used to you without a stomach.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but
Do you think you liked me better with a bump?
I don't think it mattered to me, because you were still beautiful to me. You
Yeah. Yeah, I know. Just kidding. So the reason why we're making this video is because Mario and I know lots of people that have a baby, that are pregnant or soon to be parents, and we just want you guys to know all the different emotions that you're going to experience throughout this crazy journey of 9 months pregnant, and before what they don't even tell you while you're pregnant, and just bringing home like your baby. So like that's the whole point of this video. Being pregnant, obviously, woman, you're on my side. Seeing your body change every single month, like that's crazy. You know what they say, like acne can start coming, or like you're starting to see yourself growing bigger and like you're not used to that, or your hair's falling out.
At the end of your pregnancy, I think you got lucky because you only gained like 20 something pounds, right?
Yeah, I gained 24 pounds.
Or women usually gain like 40 or up there, right? So yeah, I think you got pretty lucky, but even that was bothering you. I had to keep reminding you, like, it's because you're carrying your baby.
Yeah.
So.
And two, like being pregnant, I feel like lots of people, they judge you saying like, oh, that's a big belly for blah 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 months, like, and then like some comments like that make you feel like uncomfortable. Or even older people, like they would be like, you look young to have a baby, or like they look at us like we're young parents, but it's like they don't know our lives, they don't know what we want, they don't know anything. So like just like thinking about your own family, like that's all you have to do being pregnant, is like think about you, your baby, and your life. Because if you hear any crazy people say stuff, like they're just crazy.
Yeah.
Don't listen to them, they're stupid. So labor, I wanted to go natural.
We just picked up my mom from the airport. We had some lunch in Phoenix. They went to drive back down here to Tucson, and then we were just tired, so it's a long drive. So we took a nap.
Remember at like 2 in the morning I had contractions? I remember Mario was like, you should start timing them. And I was like, really, contractions?
I do remember that.
Like I couldn't tell.
A few days leading up to it, you starting at contractions and everything, you're looking stuff up. I remember during the middle of the night, she was just in pain, and I just whipped out my phone and started timing them. Obviously there wasn't time yet. I had my phone ready, timing it. It was a lot harder when I was at work. Because I was worried. I was always, my phone was always on, on me. And like whenever you texted me, I was like getting ready to see if it was time.
Before your contractions come, or next to your due date, right? When it's about to happen, you lose that gross stuff that like shields the baby. You have to poop. Like I remember literally like about to poop my pants like the whole day before I started getting contractions. And Mario's like, oh, maybe it was like I ate something bad. But nope, it's just the baby making room for delivery. That's what they say. But after the contractions, they stopped during that day. Remember, they stopped? And I told Mario, I'm like, if I still feel like this, I'm not going to Phoenix with you, because that's almost a 2-hour drive. And so they ended up stopping, and of course I went. And yeah, like he said, we went out to eat, did all that, and then what happened?
You popped your cherry. Water broke.
I never even thought that my water would break at home. Like I feel like that's just like
I thought it was gonna break like on the drive to Phoenix to pick up my mom.
Yeah, like we were joking about that. Or I feel like my first pregnancy, everyone told us, right? She's gonna be late.
Oh yeah. You thought your mom?
Yeah, everyone told us like Diana's gonna be, the baby's gonna come late. She may have to get induced, like all this crazy stuff. But Mariana came on her due date, which is crazy. Contractions, oh god, they hurt. So if you're gonna go natural, really think about that.
Because seeing her in pain, like without the epidural, I don't know why we were thinking about this.
Yeah.
After you got your epidural, like everything was better.
So how'd you feel when Mari came?
Oh man, that was awesome. Just saw us in her, really.
Yeah.
Obviously I got emotional again.
Yeah. The moment they do skin to skin, cloud 9, like that's your baby that you've been wanting to meet for like 9 months. Just that feeling, like for real, like when people say you can't express it, you really can't express it. It's just amazing.
Coming home.
Oh my god, coming home. home.
I was ready to come home.
He had the worst headache, right?
Yeah, hospital smell.
Yeah, and the guy smelled. Well, I mean, delivery smells. But the good thing though is I got discharged like super fast.
Yeah, the day after, for him to meet a new baby, they said bring like a blanket like a few hours before, have him smell it and all that so he can be comfortable with her. When we came home, he was just trying to jump on her.
Yeah, he was trying to jump on her and like nibble on her little foot. So obviously like...
He thought it was a toy.
Yeah, we got scared. But now they're like best friends.
What is postpartum? I know it means after pregnancy.
Yeah, so technically I guess I'll be almost 4 months postpartum. What they don't tell you is down there is not the same until like a few weeks later. Like coming home, dealing with that, and then a baby, and if you're breastfeeding.
Did you tear?
Yeah, I did. I got one little stitch. No one talks about like what women go through.
Nobody really talks about how
even
the other partner should be.
Yeah,
you know, just
like
being
guys.
supportive. You know, like helping out. Because there's really not much we can do with the baby. We can't breastfeed her, but we can change her diaper, you know, help you out, like if you need something, you know, encourage you, like saying, like, we're proud of you.
Yeah, words of encouragement
Go a long way.
Yeah, they really do.
And we're back!
With Mari now.
Yep, she's awake. So far, like our first, like almost 4 months, I think we've done a good job of like sharing like the workload, you know?
Yeah.
Like I do work manual labor job. On the weekdays, I'm pretty tired. We do take turns like taking care of her. You do wake up every night on the weekdays to feed her, and on the weekends I let you have your sleep. I'll let you sleep in late too, because I know you get tired. It's like work for you too, you know, just being a stay-at-home mom.
And I feel like too, like no one really talks about like staying home. It's hard, especially with a new baby. They don't know night and day. So sleep training them, recommend do it when they're young. Don't wait until they're ready. But you should do it because you guys are the parents and you guys need your sleep. And I feel like that helped out a lot. I started sleep training Mariana at 2 weeks. And I think I did it because we were like zombies and I couldn't handle it.
And now we're starting again. Sleep training.
Starting again.
Yeah, it's a different phase.
Yeah.
For her, being consistent, you know, being patient.
Quick about postpartum. If you're breastfeeding, or you know, like even feeding like at the middle of the night, letting me sleep during the weekend helps with naps. But if you're breastfeeding and you go through a feeding, like you wake up and your boobs are so sore. So it's hard for you to even sleep like, you know, 6-7 hours straight because, you know, you either have to wake up because of your boobs or you're waking up because you have to take care of a baby. So I think that's also hard too for moms that like no one really talks about. Like you really don't get your sleep.
Yeah, our lives now revolve around her.
Yeah.
Especially you. If you're not feeding her, you're making food for her. I feel like being home all day with her, like how do you deal with that emotionally?
Our parents came to visit and my mom stayed here for a good month, right? And my sister lives here. So it's not like we were completely alone, but we were alone, or I was alone. Like we said last video, we're originally from Massachusetts, so moving to a completely different state, having a baby here, without, I guess, like walking out and like not knowing what street you're on. Like I feel like back home I could be like, oh, I'm on Salmon Pond Mall. Like you would just know where you are. So it was pretty tough. And not just that, I mean, I stopped working in April. And then too, I'm still home alone at Mariana's 4 months. I'm with Vincent and Mari. So 2 people that can't talk to me. So, you know, I'm actually relying on like social media. Start overthinking, you get lonely. No one really talks about that. I can't complain because I'm glad that I have the opportunity to stay home with my baby. I'm also glad too that like Mario like can provide for us. It's definitely not like I'm just sleeping and like watching TV all day, even though when he comes home that's what I do. But you know, it's like helping out both ways. And I think physically too, postpartum, mom, your body does not have a bump anymore, so you're trying to figure that out. You're trying to work out, but you're way too tired too. I mean, if you're breastfeeding, they say you still can't eat certain foods. Physically, when you look in the mirror, or I mean I do, like before I hop in the shower, like you have stretch marks if you do. I do. And it's kind of like, wait, will Mario still like me?
And I always tell her that, you know, your skin stretched. It'll take a while to fade away, but that doesn't bother me. I always tell her, like, I still love her. I love her more emotionally than I do physically. I just want to get through her head, because I know that is like a big part of postpartum, and you know, a lot of men don't really say stuff like that, you know?
Yeah.
Like the women too, they think it's all about like their appearance.
Yeah, and like jumping back to like pre-pregnancy. The next topic we're gonna talk about.
Life change?
Yeah, so how did it change?
Everything you think about, like every decision we make, it's for her.
And I think too, not only does your life change with a baby, I think you should never forget about your significant other. I had lots of people tell me that. Even my mom would say, like, make time for Mario. They were literally like your other baby, right? Just because you have a baby, you should still go out, you should still have fun, you guys should still have your relationship that you had previously.
You still have a life.
Yeah, definitely. Like a baby changes your life obviously for the better, because I mean, if I didn't have Mariana, I probably would be like buying like a new purse. Or like,
Exactly. See, I know what you mean. Like,
right?
But it changes. Yeah. If we didn't have her and we lived here, we'd be going to like the mountains. We'd be going to Cardinals games.
We'd be in California, like road tripping. Yeah. But like, I don't know. I mean, you could still do that stuff, but like, baby comes first. But yeah, I mean, I think that was.
I want to ask you one last question.
What
would you, for our second baby, what are you going to do different?
I think for myself, what I'm going to do differently is maybe work out. My whole pregnancy, I didn't work out. While I was pregnant, I did go for walks with Vincent, right? Mm-hmm. The only thing I didn't really do though is weightlift, but I was so heavy, like I didn't want to do that. My next child, I would like to spoil it myself a little more. Mm-hmm. I think Mariana got lots of gifts that I'm thankful for, but I haven't even bought her anything, right? The only thing I bought her was like the crib. Well, not even, that was a gift card. Mm-hmm. So I think I would like to just give something to my baby. Okay, Mars, last question. What advice would you give to new dads?
New dads.
And yeah.
Most importantly, like you have your own family. You know, you're gonna be carrying them on your shoulders, like figuratively. Support your significant other. You know, treat her better than you did before pregnancy. Just have fun with it. It's supposed to be fun. You know, it will be stressful. Just this little one like makes something fun. You know, just remember that moment. Sometimes I don't even want to go to work because I just want to be with them. And then on the weekends when she's sleeping, I just play with her, you know, talk to her. I don't get as much time as she does. I think that's it. I think I covered everything.
Yeah. And then my advice for new moms is have fun being pregnant. It's so nice. We're the only ones that can experience pregnancy and like carrying a baby, and like, I don't know, it's just so much fun. I mean, it's kind of cool what your body can go through. You just like think about it, you know, it's pretty awesome. And for new parents, be patient with one another, like what Mario said, and don't forget about each other. I think that's a big one. Still have time for each other. You guys are there to help one another. You went from being a couple to now being a family, so it's
an amazing experience.
Yeah, it's amazing, and everyone should just be so proud of themselves that, you know, now you started your own little family. And it's so cool. And then you can take some cute pictures and post them. Alright guys, I think we're done.
That's it?
Yeah.
Sounds good. Hopefully this was helpful.
For new parents.
New parents or anybody thinking about it. We appreciate your time.
Yes. Thank you for watching again.
Thank you for watching another video.
And if you guys like what we did, I would say maybe we could do more of like new parents or like
how we sleep trained her.
Yes, I can. And I feel like that one should be like the ¡1 video that you want to watch. Thank you for watching.
Subscribe and like.
And that's my cue to exit.
Love it. Alright, bye guys.
Bye bye.